Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world of rare treasures, where a simple coin can transform into a fortune. Today we are uncovering the hidden story of the United States 1970 D-quarter dollar, one of the most fascinating pieces of American history. Back in 1970, America was changing rapidly. From space missions to cultural revolutions, it was an era full of milestones. And during this time, the Denver Mint produced quarters that, decades later, would become prized possessions for collectors across the globe. The coin may look ordinary at first sight, carrying George Washington's proud profile on the front and the eagle on the back. But what makes the 1970 D so special is the rarity behind its production and the mysterious variations that slipped through unnoticed. Collectors quickly realized that these quarters were not just change, they were hidden gems. The Denver Mint mark gave them identity, but scarcity gave them power. And that power translates into real financial value today. Now here's the exciting part. While an ordinary quarter is just 25 cents, the right 1970 D quarter can sell for thousands. In private auctions, some collectors have paid up to $9,500 for an exceptional piece. That's right. Imagine a coin from your pocket turning into nearly $9,500 cash. And even more commonly, these coins are reaching levels of $7,200 or even $8,800 depending on their condition. This is what makes the 1970 D quarter such a legend. It's not just about metal, it's about opportunity. Every coin tells a story, and this one tells a story of hidden value that could change your life. For collectors, owning a 1970 D is like holding a trophy. It's proof that they've captured a piece of American history that very few people will ever own. That exclusivity is why its price keeps climbing. If you happen to find one, never let it go cheaply. Protect it, seal it, and treat it like treasure. Because as the years go by, the market only gets stronger, and the chance to cash in big becomes even greater. This is why experts often say that a coin like this is not just worth its weight in metal, it's worth its weight in dreams. Imagine holding a quarter that could be sold for $7,800, $8,500, or close to $9,900 depending on the buyer's passion. And let's not forget, the thrill of discovering such a coin is priceless. It's not only about money, it's about the pride of knowing you possess something extraordinary. The 1970 D quarter continues to inspire treasure hunters and collectors worldwide. Each year it becomes harder to find, and that's exactly what pushes its value higher. So, ladies and gentlemen, next time you see a 1970 D quarter, don't overlook it. You may be holding one of the rarest opportunities of your life. This isn't just a coin. This is history, wealth, and inspiration rolled into one. This is the 1970 D quarter dollar, a simple piece of change with the power to change everything. Next up, the United States 1971 D quarter dollar, a coin that carries both history and hidden fortune. The year 1971 was one of transformation in America. The space race was still fresh in the hearts of people, the economy was shifting, and the nation was preparing for a new decade of change. In the middle of this historic backdrop, the Denver Mint produced millions of quarters. But within this production, certain coins gained a special status that would later make them a target for passionate collectors. The 1971 D quarter features the classic Washington design, with the bold profile of George Washington on the obverse and the American eagle proudly displayed on the reverse. At first glance, it might seem like an everyday coin. Yet those who know its story understand that it holds far more than face value. Collectors today chase after the 1971 D quarter because of its condition, its minting variations, and its growing rarity over time. While it may not have been celebrated when it was first struck, decades later it has gained recognition as a valuable piece of U.S. numismatic history. Now let's talk about what makes it so exciting. The current value of the 1971 D quarter can range impressively. In circulated condition, it has already reached several $100s. But in pristine, uncirculated, or error forms, collectors have been willing to pay thousands. In fact, the maximum recorded sales for this coin have soared to nearly $9,800 in rare conditions. That is an extraordinary leap for a coin that began life as just 25 cents. Imagine the journey of value, from pocket change to thousands of dollars. And the story does not stop here. Many experts believe that as time goes on, the 1971D will continue to climb in value. Every year, fewer of these coins remain in top condition, and every year, demand from collectors grows stronger. That means the ceiling for its value is far from reached. Even today, in strong condition, collectors are willing to pay $7,400, $8,200, or even close to $9,500 depending on the grade and uniqueness of the coin. For someone lucky enough to hold one, that is a life-changing opportunity. What this teaches us is that the 1971D quarter is not simply a coin. It is a hidden treasure. It is proof that even the smallest object can hold incredible worth if you recognize its rarity and preserve it with care. Imagine yourself holding a coin that others pass over without thought, but for you, it represents a fortune. That is the beauty of numismatics, and that is why the 1971D has become such a legend among collectors. When you look at this coin, you are not just seeing metal. You are seeing history, craftsmanship, and the possibility of turning something ordinary into something extraordinary. The maximum value today is already stunning, but the future could hold even greater surprises. As collectors compete for the best-preserved 1971D quarters, prices could surge beyond what we see today. If you own one, the best choice is to treasure it, seal it, and keep it safe. Because each passing year increases its rarity and strengthens its place in the collector's market. For coin enthusiasts, it is more than an investment. It is a passion, a connection to history, and a symbol of achievement to own such a piece. And that passion is what drives its price higher every time it appears at auction. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever come across a 1971D quarter, do not underestimate what you are holding. You may have discovered a coin worth thousands, a coin capable of selling today for up to $9,800, and one that has every chance of climbing even higher in the years to come. The 1971D quarter is proof that treasures are not always hidden in vaults or locked in safes. Sometimes, they are waiting in the palm of your hand, ready to reward you with history, pride, and value. This coin is more than currency. It is opportunity. It is a symbol of rarity. And for those who recognize its worth, it is a gateway to success. Next up, the 1972D quarter dollar, a coin minted in Denver that has become a symbol of value and opportunity. The year 1972 was an important one in American history. The Vietnam War was still ongoing, cultural changes were shaping the nation, and the economy was shifting into new patterns. In the midst of this, the Denver Mint produced millions of quarters for circulation. Among these coins, some stood out and have since gained recognition as rare and valuable pieces. The 1972D quarter features the bold image of George Washington on the obverse and the proud eagle on the reverse. Its design carries tradition, but its true power lies in its scarcity and condition. Many people overlook coins from the early 1970s, yet collectors know this period produced some of the most desirable varieties. So, why is the 1972D quarter valuable today? The answer lies in demand. Collectors from around the world constantly search for high-grade examples, especially coins that survived decades without heavy wear. And because fewer remain in top condition, the price has only continued to grow. The number of people who want to buy this coin is significant. In online markets, auction houses, and collector clubs, interest in the 1972D quarter remains strong. Every year, more buyers are competing for fewer coins, which means prices continue to rise steadily. At this time, the current value of the 1972D quarter can be impressive. In common grades, it already sells well above its face value. But in pristine, uncirculated condition, this coin has reached sales close to $9,200 in auction settings. That is an extraordinary achievement for what began life as a simple 25-cent piece. And it doesn't stop there. Depending on strike quality, condition, and rarity of certain varieties, the value can also hover around $7,500 or $8,600. These are not small amounts. These are life-changing numbers for something most people ignore in their change jars. This is proof that the 1972D quarter is not just a coin. It is a hidden treasure, a symbol of how history can transform into wealth when preserved with care. Every single coin tells a story, and this one tells a story of opportunity. Collectors who own one know the pride of having a rare piece of American heritage. For them, it is not just about the dollar amount, it is about prestige, achievement, and the thrill of owning something extraordinary. If you discover a 1972 D quarter in excellent condition, you are not just holding metal. You are holding the possibility of selling it for thousands. You are holding the potential of turning 25 cents into nearly $9,200. The history of this coin makes it even more special. Built in 1972 by the Denver Mint, it was part of the everyday circulation intended to keep America's economy moving. But nobody knew at the time that decades later, collectors would treat it as a treasure worth thousands of dollars. This shows us something powerful: value is not always immediate. Sometimes it takes time, patience, and recognition for something ordinary to become extraordinary. That is exactly the story of the 1972 D quarter. As the years go by, fewer high-quality examples remain, and demand only grows stronger. That combination ensures that the maximum value for this coin will continue to rise. Some experts believe it could break new records in the near future. So, if you own one of these coins, the best thing you can do is preserve it, protect it, and keep it safe. Because every year adds to its rarity and increases its selling potential. Imagine a coin that people once used for a cup of coffee now commanding thousands at auction. That is the magic of numismatics. That is the power of the 1972 D quarter. The truth is, many people want to buy this coin today, and that desire only makes it more valuable. Whether it sells for $7,500, $8,600, or close to $9,200, one thing is certain: its value is real and its future is bright. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1972 D quarter is not just history in your hand. It is opportunity. It is wealth. It is inspiration. And it reminds us that sometimes the smallest things can hold the greatest rewards. Next up, the 1978 D quarter dollar, a coin that may look ordinary at first glance but carries extraordinary value for those who truly understand its worth. The year 1978 was a fascinating period in American history. The country was adjusting to changes in politics, culture, and technology, and the Denver Mint was busy striking millions of quarters to meet the nation's needs. Yet among these coins, the 1970 D stands out because of the rarity of high-quality examples and the growing passion of collectors who seek them today. On the obverse, the coin displays the familiar portrait of George Washington, a symbol of leadership and strength. On the reverse, the proud eagle spreads its wings, representing freedom and power. While the design may appear simple, the story behind certain 1978 D quarters is anything but ordinary. Collectors prize this coin for one major reason: rarity in excellent condition. While millions were minted, very few survived the decades without heavy wear. Those that remain in pristine or uncirculated form have become treasures of modern American coinage. The question many people ask is, where can I buy it and where can I sell it? The answer is clear: auctions, collector markets, and online platforms remain the best places to find and exchange these valuable coins. Coin shows and private dealers also serve as important hubs where buyers and sellers connect, often leading to surprising discoveries and high-value deals. As for selling, the possibilities are endless. Depending on the grade, the 1978 D quarter can bring remarkable sums. In fact, pristine examples have already sold for close to $9,600, with others frequently reaching between $7,400 and $8,900. For a coin that began as just 25 cents, this is nothing short of extraordinary. This is why collectors around the world are eager to buy the 1978 D. It is not just a coin, it is an opportunity. And the demand only continues to grow as fewer coins remain available in top condition. So, is it worth keeping? Absolutely. If you find one, especially in excellent shape, the smartest choice is to seal it, protect it, and hold on to it. With every passing year, its rarity increases and its value climbs higher. That means the maximum prize for this coin is still ahead of us. Think about it: A coin worth a quarter in 1978 now standing at nearly $9,600. That is not just growth, that is transformation. And it proves that history rewards those who pay attention to detail and treasure what others overlook. The 1978 D quarter is also important because it represents a turning point in American coin collecting. Coins from the 1970s are often overlooked, yet those who dig deeper discover treasures that most people ignore. This coin is one of those hidden gems. Collectors know that finding a perfect 1978 D is not easy, and that challenge is exactly what makes it so rewarding. The more difficult it becomes, the higher the price collectors are willing to pay. This is also why auctions featuring the 1978 D often draw strong interest. People from around the world compete for ownership, and every bid pushes the coin's prestige higher. For new collectors, this coin is a motivation. It shows them that even modern-era coins can hold extraordinary value. For experienced collectors, it is a jewel that elevates their collection and symbolizes their success in the world of numismatics. Imagine holding a coin that others see as common, yet for you it represents thousands of dollars and a piece of American history. That is the magic of the 1978 D quarter. The best advice for anyone who discovers this coin is simple: never let it go cheaply. Protect it, preserve it, and when the time is right, sell it in a market that values its true worth. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1978 D quarter is not only valuable today but also a coin with unlimited potential for the future. Whether it sells for $7,400, $8,900, or close to $9,600, one thing is certain: it is a treasure worth keeping. This is more than currency. This is history, this is wealth, and this is a reminder that hidden rewards can be found in the most unexpected places. The 1978 D quarter dollar is your chance to hold a fortune in the palm of your hand.